Did you know that the universe doesn't respond to what you want, but to what you vibrate? Think about that for a moment. How many times have you asked for something with your words, yet carried in your heart the feeling that it wasn't meant for you? How many times have you wished for prosperity while your mind kept repeating, "I'll never make it"? Here's the truth: the energy you emit is exactly the same energy your life gives back to you. And today, in this video, you're going to understand why this happens, how this universal law works, and most importantly, how you can transform your inner frequency to attract the abundance you deserve. We're going to dive into the teachings of Deepak Chopra, one of the greatest masters of spirituality and applied consciousness, and discover together how to consciously, elevatedly, and purposefully manifest wealth. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I met someone who worked more than 12 hours a day. She woke up early, gave her all, did overtime, and lived exhausted. Yet the money was never enough. Bills piled up, the same problems kept repeating, and that feeling of always chasing but never catching up became part of her daily routine. Until one day she had a breakdown. Sitting on the edge of her bed, completely drained, she asked herself, "Why do I work so hard and nothing changes?" In that emptiness, in that painful silence, something began to shift. She realized it wasn't effort that was missing. It was the energy behind the effort. She was working from fear. From scarcity. From the deep belief that life was hard and money was difficult to obtain. That's when she discovered Deepak Chopra's teachings. And everything changed, not magically, but consciously. She began to understand that wealth isn't just about action, it's about vibration, frequency, energy. When she changed inside, her outer life began to change. Opportunities appeared. Ideas flowed. Money started circulating in ways she had never imagined. This story could be yours. It could be mine. It could be anyone's who is willing to look within and recognize, life is a mirror. If you want to change the reflection, you have to change the person standing in front of the mirror. Deepak Chopra teaches something fundamental. Money isn't just paper or numbers in an account. Money is energy. It's exchange. It's flow. And like all energy, it responds to the frequency you emit. Think about it with me. When you look at money with fear, attachment, or the feeling that it's scarce, you're emitting a frequency of lack. And the universe, which doesn't judge, simply returns more lack to you. But when you look at wealth with gratitude, trust, and the certainty that you are worthy, your frequency changes. And then abundance finds its way to you. This isn't empty positive thinking. This is quantum physics applied to spirituality. Everything in the universe is vibration. Your cells vibrate. Your thoughts vibrate. Your emotions vibrate. And wealth, which is energy in motion, vibrates at the frequency of expansion, generosity, and trust. So the first change you need to make is internal. Stop seeing money as the enemy. Stop feeling guilty for wanting to prosper. Start understanding that wealth is the natural right of anyone living in harmony with the universe. And yes, you, the person watching this video right now, have the power to tune into that frequency. How? Start by observing your thoughts about money. When you think about it, what do you feel? Anxiety? Fear? Or peace, trust, gratitude? Your emotional response is the thermometer of your vibration. And that vibration determines what comes to you. One of Deepak Chopra's most powerful teachings is, clear intention attracts, attachment repels. What does that mean? It means you can, and should, be crystal clear about what you want. Want prosperity? Great. Want to build a business? Wonderful. Want financial freedom? Perfect. Define your intention in detail. Feel it. Visualize it. Declare it to the universe. But here's the part most people forget. After planting the seed of intention, you have to let it go. You have to trust. Attachment is the energy of control, desperation, and trying to force the outcome. When you force, you contract. When you contract, you block the flow. Think of nature. You plant a seed and don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing, right? You water it, care for it, and trust the process. Manifestation works the same way. You set the intention, take aligned action, and release control over how and when it will happen. Chopra calls this the law of detachment. The more you cling to the outcome, the more you push it away, because attachment comes from fear. And fear is a low, dense frequency that blocks abundance. So here's a practical exercise. Write down your intention. Something like, I am open to receiving abundance in all areas of my life. Feel that sentence in your chest. Visualize yourself living that reality. Then tell the universe, this or something better. And let go. Trust. Keep acting, but without anxiety or desperation, with faith. We live in a noisy world. Notifications, demands, external and internal noise. In the middle of all that noise, we lose connection with the source, with what Deepak Chopra calls the field of infinite possibilities. That field is where everything already exists. Where abundance is already available. Where your answers are already waiting. But you can only access it when you quiet the mind. When you enter silence. Meditation isn't a luxury. It's not just for people with time. Meditation is the most powerful tool for reprogramming your inner frequency. When you meditate, you move from reactive mode to receptive mode. You stop fighting life and start flowing with it. And it's in that state of silence that magic happens. Ideas arrive. Solutions appear. Clarity settles in. You realize abundance wasn't out there, waiting for you to chase it. It was always inside you, waiting for you to become still enough to notice it. Chopra recommends starting with just a few minutes a day. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Simply watch your thoughts without judgment. Let them pass like clouds in the sky. Little by little, you'll notice a space between thoughts, a space of peace, presence, and connection. That's the space where you reconnect with abundance. That's where you remember who you really are, an unlimited being capable of creating, manifesting, and attracting everything aligned with your essence. Here's the final and perhaps most important key: wealth flows to those who consciously create value. Deepak Chopra teaches that the universe rewards those who serve, not in a sacrificial way, but in an aligned way. When you discover your purpose, when you understand your unique gift and decide to use it to contribute to the world, abundance becomes a natural consequence. Think of great entrepreneurs, great artists, great spiritual teachers. What do they have in common? They all serve. They all deliver something of value. And because of that, wealth flows to them, not as a selfish goal, but as a result of their alignment with purpose sovereign. And here's the secret: when you serve from the heart, when you give your best without expecting anything in return, you enter such a high frequency of abundance that the universe has no choice but to return it to you multiplied. But be careful, serving doesn't mean erasing yourself. It doesn't mean working for free or sacrificing yourself. In Chopra's view, serving means using your talents to make a difference, delivering genuine value, creating from love instead of fear. So ask yourself, how can I serve today? What is my gift? What did I come here to do? When you find the answer, act. Because action aligned with purpose is the most magnetic action there is. Now I want you to pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 2 seconds. Exhale through your mouth slowly for 6 counts. Do this 3 times with me. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. Now, with eyes closed or open, imagine a golden light entering through the top of your head. This light is the energy of abundance. It flows down through your body, warming every cell, dissolving any belief in scarcity, any fear, any resistance. As this light fills you, silently repeat, I am a channel of abundance. I receive with gratitude. I give with love. I trust the flow of life. Feel it in your chest. Let this frequency settle into your body. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Now I want you to reflect on these questions. What energy have I been emitting about money? Fear or trust? What can I release today to allow abundance to flow to me? How can I use my gifts to serve the world in an aligned way? These questions don't need immediate answers. But they plant seeds. And those seeds, watered with awareness and action, will bloom. So we come back to the opening phrase. The energy you emit is the same energy your life returns. But now, after everything we've discussed, that phrase has a new meaning, doesn't it? Now you understand it's not about pretending everything is fine. It's not forced positive thinking. It's about looking inside, recognizing your limiting beliefs, and consciously choosing to change your frequency. You don't have to wait for life to change in order to change. You change, and life responds. You vibrate abundance, and abundance finds you. You serve with purpose, and wealth flows naturally. Deepak Chopra has given us the tools. Now it's up to you to use them. Meditate. Release attachment. Act with intention. Serve the world. And watch how life begins to conspire in your favor. If this video touched you in any way, if something here resonated with your soul, please leave a like. It helps the channel grow and brings this message to more people who need to hear it. And in the comments write, "I choose to vibrate abundance." Declare it to the universe. Because when you declare, you activate. And when you activate, you manifest. If you want to continue this journey of transformation, self-knowledge, and conscious manifestation, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. There's new content every week to help you raise your frequency and live the life you deserve. Remember, you are not a victim of circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. And it all begins with the energy you choose to emit. A hug of light, and see you in the next video.